Okay, cool. I was like, I don't know what position for me to go in because there's like freaking fireworks outside. I was trying to do like the camera stuff, trying to like position it so you could see the fireworks, but it just you know how like there's the thing where like your human eyes just pick up like your peripheral vision or like just differently than a camera would, especially a webcam. Like that's just so like anyway. Just like every once in a while you're just gonna hear like these fucking huge um just gigantic fucking booms. They're fireworks. I am okay. I just have a very busy like neighborhood. I'm not busy, but like with fireworks currently. But I hope you guys are having a great night so far. I was really looking forward to this live today because I went live last night and yeah, it was really fun. I don't know where to put the second light. Maybe like right here. Because I love like this dual lighting situation. I thought that was so cool for tonight. So yeah. I thought we would just go live for a little. But yeah, or maybe for a while because I wanted to go live for like an hour or so. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna pack me a bowl in this bong I have here. I did see one person in here, so I am very hopeful that. Oh shit. That one literally sounded like a gunshot though. That was like boom, boom. But someone said, "Oh my god." Oh, that's so cool. That like red and blue, the pink and blue is so fucking cool. It's like not the girl outside going, "Oh my god." Same. I'm just packing a bowl right now. I don't want to be like so quiet, but like I don't really have like any like fireworks of my own right now. But I am excited to see everyone else's. I don't know, like me and like anything that has to do with exploding. I don't know if I really trust myself. But cheers, guys. You literally couldn't even see the smoke because the light is like right here. It is super cartoony though. I love it. Giving like what was that one show called? Archer? Yeah. I'm gonna put it up here though. Like maybe I like it. Maybe I like the softer lighting. But yeah. Let's play some music, shall we? Same. There's someone like right over there in like a street, but that's like setting off fireworks. I saw them when I went outside earlier. But yeah, I saw like a couple people subscribe last time I posted my last live, and I was like, wow, like it's just so cool to see people like show support and like you guys don't even know how truly I appreciate it. And not to sound like corny or like every other YouTuber, but like I really do appreciate seeing that. It really does mean a lot when people genuinely support me. So just know I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I'd love to do like some kind of like question and answer type video. I want to like branch out. I was watching like Nate Matthews and he was like, I do like his content and I did connect with him as a YouTuber in a way of like, because I've made similar content, I guess, in like in the way of like he was categorized from YouTube as doing beauty tips. And I guess if I were any bigger, maybe I would be considered that based on just like my most popular videos. But yeah, we're going we're going. I don't know what I was gonna end that with, but yeah, so and I kind of saw him in one of his videos like branching out. And one of the ways he was literally shaving his beard. And here's the thing, like I don't know, the lighting is kind of like not as good now after I moved it. Maybe I'll keep it. But yeah, why not? I like that. So basically I saw him like basically not shave it all off, but like do a good amount. And like I thought about that before, and like I've had people like ask me to like cut it, and maybe one day if I were really feeling different enough, but like I don't know, dude. Like I can't see myself without like my beard and having the length it has right now. I mean, I have honestly gone. I did go a little bit shorter to kind of like line it up more because now it's like a lot straighter than it used to be. But yeah. Basically, I would like to branch out more on like the content that I really enjoy doing besides doing haircut content and like yeah, like just besides me like aesthetically. I would like to focus more on like my creative side and showing you guys my mind more than just like my body, I guess. So that's where I'm at. I would just like to show more creative things that I've been working on because I feel like I can bring a lot more to the table than just like my looks. So that's where I'm at. And I feel like people will start to appreciate that more and more once they see like my talent and like the things that like I've been working on. And it's something that I've always been really passionate about. And I think that's why I'm talking about music. And I guess also YouTube videos, but right now music. Like I've always been really passionate about it, and it has kind of intertwined with other creative outlets too. Like, because I do have kind of like the synesthesia where you like like you kind of like I guess like taste colors or numbers, but it's not necessarily like that for me. It's kind of like I can almost have like a second sense. Holy shit. I like having a whole tangent, but like I can almost have like this synesthesia of like I can almost like feel music in a way instead of like hearing it. I guess that makes sense because there's a vibrational wave, but like it's different for me. It's almost like yeah, like that feeling of the connection between the two, like audio, visual, and then there's like the sensational one. But yeah, there's some I guess not everyone has that. And also something I figured out this is another thing. Not everyone can think their like own voice in their head. Like there's actually a huge percentage of people, maybe some people that will watch this, um, that like you can't hear yourself in your head or like so you have basically people talk out loud to formulate like their thoughts and things like that. So yeah, I guess like, I think I asked my own mom before, and she was like, "No." I was like, "What do you mean?" But maybe that's just like everyone's brain's different kind of thing. But it's just so unfathomable to me that like because I always hear music in my head, and I can like almost have like a soundtrack, like it's like cinematic whenever I like walk around or something. Like it can really be depending on my mood what I'm hearing too, like what is going on in my head. But yeah, so I don't know. Basically, I've been having a lot of creativity lately, and I've been making more music and just having more ideas come to fruition and being able to be like, you know what? Yeah, why not? Let's try it. Like the whole point is to just like see how it works and see how it turns out. And like if it doesn't work, like I can move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's naturally be able to get in these ruts and just not really understand how to really move forward, but just to like take care of yourself. And I guess like everyone knows that, but and I'm just here to say it's natural to feel that way, and we shouldn't really beat ourselves up so much about feeling this way. Because I mean, I guess besides the pandemic and like recessions and all this, like normal to, not normal, but like more understandable to feel that kind of way nowadays. I feel like a lot more people are empathetic when people are feeling not okay, you know what I mean. So yeah, I didn't know it was gonna get a little bit more deep here, but fuck. I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to that. I'm so sorry for headphone users, but you probably understand if you live in America. Anyway. Anyways, just remembering that Wendy Williams bit, but yeah. Does anyone watch? I know, like, I don't know, it's maybe controversial, but like, I don't think it is. Like, I watched Shane Dawson's his conspiracy theory podcast. I see your hearts. I thank you. I love that. That means the world to me. But I don't know. I saw something, but what was I gonna say? So yeah, basically I've been getting not more into, but like it's just so eye-opening to see other people talk about it openly in like group settings and like on podcast, and people are more receptive to the idea that not everything we see is true, basically. And that it's okay to question things, and like not necessarily everything they talk about is true, of course, but it's okay to like at least be open to the idea that like some people like are I don't want to go too far with this, but like yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go too far with that. I sometimes get nervous talking about stuff like that, but like I can understand why people can believe certain things, like certain conspiracy theories, like. But and what are some that are like not believable? Like flat Earth, like that's obviously not true. Like, but I'm just trying to think of ones that like, okay, you're like obviously trolling. What's your favorite conspiracy theory? Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. My favorite conspiracy theory. Oh my god. I don't know. It's such a good one. I don't know, because I think my favorite ones are probably gonna have to be like the ones that are like I don't know if I would call them my favorite, you know what I mean? Like, how would I have a favorite conspiracy theory? Because like a conspiracy theory is something that's like it's not gonna necessarily give you all the good feels. But I guess one that would be the most like whoa, like factor. Hmm, I don't know. I'll just have to like pick one. It's okay. I'm just really indecisive. I have no idea. My favorite conspiracy theory. As there's like cars going off in the background. It'd have to be that we're maybe like I don't know, dude. I can't even choose one. I can't. I'm sorry. But I'll talk about more conspiracies though, so I don't get like too like whoa like stumped. But like there's ones where like there's videos of people of like they have eyes and then they're like talking to someone, and then like all of a sudden their eyes kind of do like a reptilian thing, and I don't know if this is a real thing or not because there's been like multiple celebrities now that they're trying to say are like reptilian people, and like I guess like the end of this shtick is like that there's like a whole like reptilians that control the whole world, and like they're just like in this Illuminati kind of thing. I guess that would be kind of close. Not like my favorite conspiracy theory, but like I do think that people are being kind of like I guess controlled to like a certain extent, and I guess that kind of makes sense with like all the laws and like order that's like put in place, and like just like yeah, stuff like that. But I don't know. Just like the whole like the fact that like we have to like work to like pay rent, and like we're all kind of like all in this like capitalistic system together. but not everyone has the same like strengths and abilities, but yet like I feel like everyone is almost like has to give capitalism at least something to like survive basically nowadays. Like you have to like work in some kind of way to like live or have like a place over your head. I just think that is so like interesting how like we're so like far into the progression of things that it's like if you don't have like certain things, then you probably won't have like a roof over your head kind of thing. I just think that's wild. Like I think Mac Dizzle has brought up the idea. We think many other like more reputable people, I guess, other than YouTubers. But like most recently, I watched her video and she brought up like universal basic like housing and food and it's like other things. And I think like for as far as our technology has progressed and been refined, I feel like I can agree that there is there is like a possibility of like a definite possibility of like something that can help people better than what we have now. But um I don't know. I just think that's wild. Like I don't think like people should be like on the street starving. You know? But like as a person that is just like a young guy in like a studio apartment, like, I'm just like, what can I do to like help everyone? Like I don't know what I can do. So yeah. But I do think about these things sometimes, just like my own like output of like trash or like how much I consume as like an individual. Like I definitely think about like my contribution and stuff like that. But I don't know. Like yeah, like I feel like I can do a lot to curb my own usage, but I feel like at the end of the day, like with the amount of money I guess I have at the moment and like it doesn't even really I don't think it even it just doesn't really relate to the amount that like a huge corporation probably outputs, but I think it still matters in a way. You know, I feel like everyone should at least try a little bit. I just didn't think like I'd be already living in like a state of my life where like it's hard to go outside sometimes just because like of X factor, whether it's like super windy or like super hot or like there's so many bugs that you can't even like sit down for a second without being like immediately eaten. Like I've never experienced that in my life till like maybe this year or like in last year, but mostly this year. Like this summer was like, guys, like are we okay? Like seriously, like I've never like experienced like having so many wasps come into my place or like just different like bugs. Like I don't know. I've never like had actual June bugs attack me. This hasn't happened this year, thank God. It's already July, but like last year. No, wait, this could still happen because it was yet to happen till oh my God, yeah. The fucking June bugs attacked me last year, and I won't forget that. They like I think it was literally this one bug that remembered me because I think I like like kind of retaliated and was like swatting them. So yeah, that one probably hated me, but it's weird. Like I think bugs do like remember you. They have to have at least a little bit of like some memory capacity to be like that was the person that like yeah. That's why, oh my God, there was a few times that these wasps, and they were like, they loved my lime tree. They loved the smell of it because, like, if even a little part breaks off of lime tree and you smell the stem, it smells like limes. I'm so serious. Like, it smells so good. It's crazy, but that attracts bugs, and especially the ones that like nectar and so it's like wasp and things that like could sting you. And I remember it was like this one wasp was like underneath the stem leaves, and it kept moving around. It was really hard to get that one. It scared me. There was times like, yeah. Anyway, I know it's gonna turn into my wasp story time, but yeah. I thought this lighting was awesome. Like it's like two going on at the same time. I was like split action. I knew there was going to be a lot of fireworks, but I didn't expect them to be like at the street right next to me. So there's moments in this live stream where just like huge explosions. It makes your skin look like glass. I mean, it does always look like glass, honestly. I try to like, I don't really know, because like, okay, here's the thing. I have eczema, so I use like lotion often to kind of combat how dry my skin is here in the desert. So, and it's pretty warm right now. I wonder how hot it is actually. 95. It is 95. So I may look a little bit shiny. Honestly, it did kind of bug me for a little bit that like my skin was like glossy, but honestly, now it doesn't really bug me too much. It kind of is just like what it is. I'm just like a digital human. I don't know, I try like turning it down, but then I don't know. It just doesn't look as good. I wonder what else like I was thinking of talking about, but oh my god, the freaking Mandela effects, bro. I need to do a video on this. And then I was like, I could totally talk about this on my live stream though. Just the format is perfect for how long I talk. But yeah, so not to self-deprecate. I'm trying not to self-deprecate so much on like these videos. But so Mandela effect. There's this, I know this one is pretty popular, but I definitely remember this one for like a specific reason, and I'll explain it. So the kit like dash cat one is so specific for me because maybe this is like my just my brain, but like I'll look at like individual letters as a kid and like spell everything out like character by character, and I'll be like, oh, it's like KIT dash KAT, or like kit dash cat was a common one that I would say to myself. And yeah, that one definitely messed me up. And there's actually a photo online that you can look up, and it's from like the KitKat website. But when you click on it, it goes redirects you to the actual official website where it doesn't have a dash. But that almost like confirmed it to me that they're saying they didn't change it. That's the thing. But I think they did, and they're just not saying they did. But yeah, I think that's probably the only candy bar one that like I agree with or that I have a personal experience with. But let me know if you have any Mandela effects that you have personal experiences with, because there's definitely been times that like there's been like a flip flop, or those ones are fascinating to me as well. Like when there's been things that people say that like they remember being a thing before, but now it's still like what people were saying it wasn't. I think I'm like what? But yeah, I think I have like a list in my phone actually. Definitely I have like in my notes for these videos. I have like just ideas. The fucking oh my god, I'll say this one. The responding to the comments title is gonna be like Q&A because Ryan's gay. And it was gonna have like my coming out story in it too, I guess. I don't know. But I'm still trying to figure out that one. Because I don't think I really did like a coming out story on my YouTube channel yet, now that I think about it. I thought I did something maybe close to it, but no, I didn't even do that. So I feel like now at 23 is probably like better late than never. But then again, like not really late because I came out when I was 12. But yeah. Just trying to find one. Oh yeah, I found it. Oh my god. Okay. There's fucking notes. I'm coming for you all. Shut up. um, let's see. Okay, the Fruit of the Loom. Okay, this one, I almost like I've seen this one so much that like I don't even know like I think anymore. But like I almost like it just feels like there was a cornucopia. And like after other people bringing it up, I'm like it just feels weird just seeing the fruit. Um, I almost like really like remember it, but yeah, I'm trying to find other ones that like I don't know. I don't think that was really the one I was trying to find. But yeah, they'll definitely come to me more than I think about it. It just feels weird just they're having like no cornucopia. Like when I think about it, like back and then like it not having one just feels like I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. But I feel like I feel the Kit Kat one definitely a lot stronger because that one's like I have a deep personal experience of that one more than just like having the shirt as a kid. You know what I mean? There was like a specific like me looking at it and thinking about it moment as a kid. You know, there wasn't one with the cornucopia though, so I'll give it that. But there's definitely ones I'm more sure about because just based on like personal experiences, of course. But there's some that oh my god, the Disney one. This one is more like recent, where people remember Tinkerbell going up to the screen and having like basically she like did the ring and then she went up and like did her little like sparkle thing on it and then went back to like the front of the screen and like flew away. But I people say okay that was in Tinkerbell movie, but other people are saying that it was in more movies than that one, and I'm not sure about this one. But I wonder what other people think is up. Some people think really strongly, and I think there's some like Disney fans I think really strongly about it, and that would make more sense if they seen the movies more. But yeah, I don't really have like Disney Plus. Okay, my remote's right here. I'm using my TV to do like the lighting, but there was like an ad. But yeah, that one's really interesting to me. There's so many like different ones out there. Actually, that could totally like be the whole thing. Not the whole thing, but like a topic. I'm just gonna go through the ones that I like, remember more. This one's weird. Okay, Curious George's Tale, and I think that one's super weird. Like the fact that like so many people specifically remember, like me, like the curved tail because he went around the trees and stuff. Like that was his whole thing. Was like, oh, he's like going around, like it would just be weird if he didn't have a tail the whole time he was around that man. Like the visual. Anyway, like I'm just looking at it right here. Like, what do you mean? He was just like a dude, like a small, like I don't know, he just looked like a small, like hairy child. um oh my god, this one, oh my god. Oh my god, I just saw it. The Sex in the City one. Like, oh my god, the amount of times as a kid I saw like Sex in the City promotional like advertisements. Like this probably sounds so bad, but like being born in 2000, like and seeing the very first advertisements of your life, like Sex in the City was definitely one of them. But the fact that it's Sex and the City. So, and there was this one guy, I think on TikTok, he was showing his girlfriend's like box. It was like a promotional package. And she was like, "Oh, like I got this a couple years back, and it was like Sex in the City, and it all had sex in like I N the city on the actual like official box that they sent out." And I just think like that's some residue that people say. I just think that's so interesting. Like, here's the thing: I know some people are really like, well, really quick to put you in like a crackpot, I guess. But I just think like there's only so much that we know about our current reality and like the extent of our technology and what that does to the universe and like the whole thing, I guess, on the Mandela effects, I'll do a little preface, is for people that don't really know. They think that when CERN was created and we started smashing atom particles at the speed of light, and seeing what happens, that we're and creating mini black holes, that's actually like creating small like ripple effects, basically. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be like quoted on this, but like I just think it's where like people think it causes glitches in realities, and that's why people like millions of people remember something that didn't happen very vividly. Um, yeah. There's some on here that I'm looking at that I'm not too like sure of. But I'm not going to sit here and be like they're all true, because I don't think all of them like have as much basis as others. But I think I think everything has a little bit of like merit to it. Like it comes from like somewhere. Oh, this one's, oh my gosh. I remember someone on Jared's brother was debating this, and I'm going to actually talk about this right now. You always thought it was Sex in the City too. Oh my god, yeah. So funny. Um but yeah. So like this one, oh my god, this one actually, because I don't even know which one it is. Okay, I think it's like Fruit Loops now with like FROOT, like two O's, but they're cereal. And I specifically remember this being fruit, like spelled like fruit, like FRUIT, because I remember having a conversation with like I think my sister or something, or literally maybe I was by myself, but I was like, they could have totally taken advantage of the actual cereal and put it in there. And like, I just thought about how they didn't take advantage of the marketing idea every time. Not every time, but like there were times I thought about it. And now I think that one's actually considered a flip flop, right? Because it's actually, I'm remembering something that people are claiming it never was. Or the company. When the company claims it was never I think that's when it's like, yeah, that's an Mandela effect. But they could just be, I guess. I don't want to say they're lying, but I don't know. It's interesting, especially the ones that I specifically remember. So I think there's only been like two that I have specific memories with. It was the Kit Kat and then the Fruit Loops. So those ones definitely are like strong. Like those ones have definitely made me believe it, honestly, a lot more. And probably the Sex in the City. So that's three. Three. It's three now. That's crazy. There's some of these like I don't really remember, like King Henry VIII's turkey leg. I don't remember that one. But there's ones that are like Monopoly Man with his monocle. Like, are you kidding me? Like that's the whole like Monopoly Man with his monocle. Like I can see how some people can think like, oh, you're just putting that together because those words are similar, but it's such a visual thing for me. Like him holding up his hat, and just where you look, you would see his monocle very clearly. I don't know why people would make like, I don't know. I guess I can understand why people would think some of these are made up if some people think you're trolling. But that's wild. The whole like monocle one with the Monopoly Man. I think that's wild. The Pikachu tail one, like I'll talk about ones I kind of remember. Like I kind of remember that one, like the little black part at the end of his tail. But people are saying it was just all yellow, and it just has like a little brown little thing right where his like butt begins, basically. I don't know actually, because I didn't watch like a bunch of Pokemon as a kid, and I mean I had Pokemon games. It's just interesting why I remember the black one, but maybe it's just the black tips on his ears that kind of made me think that. But I don't know. It's weird. So like there's visuals of the Kit Kat one, and the thing is like they just plopped the hyphen on there, and I think that's super unrealistic to the way it actually looked in my head. Like there was a space. Like they gave the hyphen enough space to be like Kit dash cat. It wasn't just like stamped on there. Yeah, I kind of want to talk about ones that I do not remember from the list, like the double stuffed Oreos. Like I don't really think I remember it being correctly spelled. What people are saying, I do remember it being incorrectly spelled for like a while. Um, the Mona Lisa smile. Now this one I have to actually like look up. um, some people are claiming that she had more of a smile. I don't think she did. I think it's I think it's like pretty accurate. If anything, she has a little bit more of a smile than I remember. But I don't think it's that different enough for me to be like, it's for sure, you know? For me at least. It is weird though. I don't remember her smirking like that. I just remember it being more plain. But I don't know. I don't know too much. I don't know about, I'm not too sure about that one. Now, this one, oh my god, I am actually really unsure. The Flintstones. It's like Flin with no T in the Flynn, and then Stones with a T. Or is it like Flint with a T at the end, a Flint, and then Stones? So I think I've been saying Flint Stones, like with two T's. But I think it's been the Flintstones. But I've definitely been saying Flintstones. That was really funny. Okay, I think we've reached the end of that list, but I thought I would just take a bong hit, actually. Like the fireworks have chilled down a lot. Like I was not expecting. For a little bit there, I thought it was like literally gonna keep going. So loud at some points when I was talking. um, but we're here, we're thriving, conniving. I think I'm gonna put like a little bit of wax in here. I mean, candle wax. YouTube. Yeah, I'm very healthy now. I love herbal candle wax. Oh my gosh, I forgot which one it was in. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, I totally forgot I wasn't playing music. It's okay though. It's because there was the fireworks. I feel like if I played music, it would just been like a bunch of sound. Literally, this premium 100% vegetable wax. Dude, I was trying to like share my stuff, like just like my more 420 friendly content on like forums online that are like chill, like cannabis friendly places, but like I don't know, I don't know if they really like post it because like they get immediately removed. I don't know like what I'm doing wrong, but I try to put myself out there a little bit more sometimes. But I try not to worry about it too much. But yeah, cheers. Ooh. my god. Oh my god. I turn on the fan. Oh, here they go. I didn't even start smoking till like 7:30 today. Like, shit. We're good. But yeah. Well, it was so cool. I just love talking about like shit that I find like super interesting. I know there's a lot of like, I guess there's still people. Yeah, of course. I was so all over the place. Like people talking about like artificial intelligence and stuff. And I just think about like, we're definitely at a different point in time than like 10 years ago with like our technology and stuff. I think I talked about this in my last live a little bit. Just like I watched like a video from like 10 years ago, like yesterday. It was like I looked up like July 3rd, 2013, and I saw like all these videos, and one of them was just like a recording of like a TV broadcast, and it just gave me like a sense of like, holy shit, like of how shit different is now. Have you heard of gang stalking? No. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look that up. Oh, I'm gonna look at Urban Dictionary. I've never heard of this before. I've never heard of this. That's really interesting. I never heard of this before. And that's just like, that's really scary. Oh my gosh. Sorry to be like so quiet. Okay, I'll talk about it. So apparently, I don't know if I'm like even comfortable even saying this, but yeah, I'll say it. Okay, so gang stalking is the act of like large surveillance teams continuously tracking, stalking, and surveilling targeted individuals on a watch list. Tracking is done by phones using cell site simulators, Stingray. This tracking beacon is in use to auto-detect when the target is on the move. The surveillance team, 50 plus in number, will then line the route of the target, surveil them using covert cameras, and transmit the footage to a control center using 5G. The surveillance teams are in the guise of people such as taxi drivers, joggers, cyclists, etc., and are rotated around the country each day so the number plates cannot be tracked. Custom-made apps feature. Oh my god, it's so crazy. So basically, it's like a deployment of like people that like, it's like surveillance, but it's like multiple people. What's the documentary called, if you don't mind telling me? I was gonna say spilling, but that's wild. I mean, I guess that's like, I never really thought like too deep into like what really the CIA or like whatever, like I don't know, government like surveillance does, but like that just feels like it makes sense. That's like there's more of like a team than just like literally individuals. Like, I don't know. That's just, I don't know. It's so like scary. um I wonder if there's any other like spooky things we could talk about. I don't know. Don't really creep me out. I think I'm gonna get another drink. It smells like fireworks outside. Just like straight gunpowder. I don't even know what's that smell like. Sulfur. The demons are about. Wow. I'll have to watch it. Here's the thing. Oh my god. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen the new Black Mirror season. I'm not really promoting it. I'm just gonna talk about like my recent experience. But like I watched like all the new episodes right on the new season, and it was like wild. Like I think just like the first episode is just so crazy. Like Joanne is awful. But here's the thing. Like right when I went to sign in on the Netflix, it said something about like confirming the home address or something, or like my location, something about like my profile, and I couldn't sign in because I wasn't like the main person basically. And truth be told, like I am on my mom's, so I wasn't able to see anything. So I do want to like, I don't know, I'll figure something out because I do want to like look into that. Do you believe in aliens? That's a really good one. I feel like I believe more so than I do not believing. Just based on all the recent evidence that's come out with like, okay, apparently this, I have to like actually like look this up so I can tell you more like definitive information. They discovered this at the bottom of the ocean, like this metal alloy that they say it was like a meteorite in January 2014, and it went to the ocean, and they were using magnets to pull it in, and after like 10 years, I guess, they got it. Or I guess almost 10 years. Yeah. And then when they surveyed it, they said it wasn't like from Earth, basically. I have to look from the article. And like there was a thing where NASA came out and like unclassified those videos of those like flight. I can't even think of the word. That's so bad. Pilots, the people that like fly those planes. And they like post those videos of like a supposed like unidentified aircraft. Yeah. Okay. So they think that that meteor was actually like a fragment of an alien spacecraft. I think I looked up, yeah, metal alloy found at bottom of ocean aliens. And it was like the first article should be like independent or something. I think that's what that's what I saw. But yeah, just like, there's like pictures. Hold on. Oh, the freaking ads are terrible. That's a picture of it. But yeah. Anyway. I was so stupid. It's just interesting. I literally just saw this today. I just figured this out today. So I guess you guys are also figuring this out the same day as me. I guess it was just posted 3 days ago. I don't even know how I found this. I think it was like one of my recommended articles, like on my Bing. Like, I don't even know why like Bing showed up, but Some were like the MSN like auto articles on like a homepage somewhere. I saw it. But yeah, I just think that's wild. Definitely wild. I think more and more with the technology we have and it progressing and getting stronger and more capable, we're definitely going to figure out more about the universe, whether it's aliens or us spiritually. Like I feel like we're definitely in this like unknown territory for sure. I guess we've always been in like an unknown territory, but in so many more ways now, I feel like it's such a wild time to be alive. Looking like a chocolate candy in foil. It does though. It looks like one of those like cardinal cherries or forgot what the word is, but yeah, it looks like one of those like I don't know, like old people candies. For sure. I can't think of the name, but like you know exactly what I mean. And they're just like sitting there. No, if it's like older people, you're great. Because like one day I will be definitely old. So but yeah. It doesn't even like I guess it does feel like 4th of July after just like a million fucking explosions happen. I'm like, it doesn't even feel like 4th of July. This much. But yeah. Wow. Cheers. A cherry cardinal, literally. Okay, hold on. I have to like pull it up now. Cherry cardinal. Or cordial. Or cordial. Cordial? Why am I thinking of this? But I really mean something else. Like, yeah. Oh my god, the Ferrero Rocher. Why did my brain go to cherry cordial? This thing, that thing. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's so funny. Why is this my brain? Literally. It's so funny. Yeah, that, especially that. Oh my god, yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. Oh my god. A little chair. Oh my god, I said it again. That is so funny. Does anyone else get like the most weirdest things mixed up? It doesn't help that like when I'm lit. That is so funny. Oh my god. Wow. I don't know why. Let me play music. I've never had those, or maybe I did. Like sometimes people like give me candy. It's been a while, but I've never. I can't think of what it would taste like. Just a cherry cordial. Are you into astrology? I really. I don't know. I feel like I do look up astrology quite often. Like if I have a friend, it's just gonna be wild. I wouldn't say I like hold on to it like to ultimate truth, but I definitely look into it a little bit. Like I am an Aquarius. Like I guess it's my sun sign. I'm trying to think of my other signs. I think my moon might be Libra. I don't know. I don't want to like put that out there. I have to like look it up now. I'm born January 25th, 2000. I'm looking it up right now. Uh, I don't know. I have to look up like. I guess I am kind of like. I guess I always like to look into like more of like astrology and like spiritual sides of things. I don't know. I can't find it. I don't know why I can't find it. But yeah, my sign is Aquarius because I'm born like late January. Um, I don't know. I've always identified with my sign, I guess, in a way, like, as independent and like a free thinker, and like I kind of just like stick to myself a lot. But I would say at the same time, I'm really like outgoing after I like am comfortable, but I'm like pretty shy at first. But yeah, I mean, sometimes like there'll be times where I can agree where some people are like, well, you can be pretty much like any sign. There's a lot of things you can identify with, which I agree because I mean, everyone's personality is going to be like different, whether like your genes like have a certain influence on you to a certain extent. So I can understand where people come from, definitely. But generally, it's something I always kind of like look up whenever like I meet someone. But I wouldn't say I think about it after I look it up. I'm just like, oh, cool. Um, but I don't just don't take it into consideration too much. Because like I don't know, if I feel like I meet someone and I really like them, I'd hate to like see if I look up a thing and it's like you guys are like not compatible at all, and like you know what I mean. Like I would not want that to like deter me, but I feel like maybe like that's the point. But yeah, so I don't think I would like do it to that extent, I guess, is what I'm saying. I won't go as far as to be taken into my decisions. But it is interesting to look at that, and I don't know, like people compare the alignment of the stars to like where they were when you were born, right? And so they compare that to where they were when they were born, when the stars how they were aligned, right? That's interesting. That's really interesting. It's like all like math, which I don't know if I'm really good at. But yeah, I wonder if that's like all the behind of it is because it's all like with the calendar and like it's really weird. I haven't really thought of it that way, but it's gonna be a doozy. I like things that are kind of like open people to the mind that there's like a connection between all of us, and I kind of like that in a way. And we pretty much are from the earth, like we do like eat food like on a regular like basis. um, it's interesting. Definitely, the older I get, the more I can see that we're like spiritual beings. So it's like it's cool. It's funny, like as a kid I always wanted to like be older. For some reason I always wanted to be like an adult because I love the idea of being like my own person and having my own independence, but I feel like I didn't really understand exactly what that would entail and like the responsibilities that come with that. um But that, like, I feel like that's natural, like when you're a kid, and like the older you get, the more you understand like how to like get to that certain point. And so yeah, I mean, I'm definitely happy to be where I'm at, but I feel like it's just so funny. Like you don't really like picture it. It's just doesn't. Nothing really is ever the way you really picture it, and I think that's like part of the fun, in a way. I feel like that everyone can kind of agree with that. Like you kind of do make your life like the best it can be in a way, but there's only so much you can control, like but outside your own body. It's like interesting. Um, yeah. I've been watching like where's this girl? Like her name's Lynette Adkins, and her journey is so interesting. She's a YouTuber. She posts like more like daily vlogs and like talks about like how she got to where she's at. And I think it's just really inspiring to see someone like quit their job and like go full time doing content. And I just thought that was like yeah, super inspirational, and it kind of really inspired me to be like, you know, like I can also like work myself to yeah, just put in the work to a point where I like am like happy to be where I'm at. um but yeah, so I guess I know that was a bunch of words, but I'm really happy with like where things are going basically. And it's not necessarily like super perfect, but I'm way happier than I was like a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And yeah, that's just super cool. I wouldn't trade anything basically to like yeah, I wouldn't trade anything. There's just things in life I feel like you cannot put a price tag on. And I feel like the older you get, the more you kind of get that like yeah, it would just be kind of weird to put a price tag on it. Hey, learn this like life thing for like this amount. But I mean, I guess there is like counseling, like mentorships, but I don't want to think like too deeply into it. But you know what I mean. Always go on like these tangents. Well, I would like to do like social media full time, and yeah, I would. That's my goal. My goal. I have a bunch of like different little goals. Like I would love to reach like 1,000 subscribers, I guess. Yeah, like 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year is like a big goal of mine. And like hitting 500 at some point this year was wild. And so I'm just like really hopeful about just like where things are going there. So yeah, I guess like my end goal would definitely be like being able to just do social media and like, oh my God, yeah, just like I also have like music that I'm working on. I'd love to be able to like support myself off of music and content creation and doing my creative side, you know? And I hope that can be like my full side that I can do full time. And that would be like my full dream. That's, yeah, definitely. If I could just like show people my creative side for as a job, like that would just be my favorite thing ever. Definitely. So, yeah, and then I was kind of just like thinking back, like, why not? Why am I not like posting videos? That, like, I have all these like ideas and like, and literally, it's just like my mental health. Honestly, it's like depression, but like, I've kind of like learned more to like work through it and kind of understand that it's going to be more of like a daily thing. Like, it's not going to kind of just go away, and it's something you kind of just have to work with, like, along with like, I guess it basically goes with everything in life, like there's like this self roadblock almost, and I almost have like this fog of like literally like shake my head out of, but like I know deep down it can definitely like work out. And I don't want to like jinx myself or anything, but like I just am so like I just had like this like I don't know if it's like intuition or something or people call it like a sixth sense or you just have like a feeling. But this is definitely something like I could totally see myself doing like 3 years down, 5 years down, 10 years down, you know? So that being said, I was like, why not just like start like doing it more now? And I would just like, I don't know, because I kind of like love seeing my own like progression in a way and seeing like what I can do. And like, yeah, I just think like, why not? And then just like, yeah, why not? That's where I'm at. I just love having fun with it too. There's nothing better than just like doing something and just having fun with it. And I feel like I'm having so much more fun with it now. Like, yeah, like I've already been live for an hour and it doesn't even like feel like I've been live for an hour. So, yeah, it's just like little things and it definitely is more of like muscle memory almost like once you start doing it, it's easier to keep doing it and yeah, there's something I do have ADHD and I was diagnosed at 15. I don't take medication for it and yeah, I mean I am pretty open about it, but I understand there is like a certain stigma that comes along with that. Um, so it is something that I wasn't always, I guess, like super like open about. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I mean, that's not really what I mean. I mean, I guess like more in the sense of like if it's like in a professional setting, but like my friends all know I have like ADHD. But like if it's like yeah, if like a potential employer, I'm just like yeah, you know, like normal, because I guess it's like technically considered like a disability or something. So I don't know. I just don't want like I don't know. Just like putting that out there, but there's like little things like that that I think about, but I don't know. Tell you guys in a second. I'll try to like maybe I'll mute it if it's like super loud. Oh my god, I almost like forgot what I was gonna say. I totally lost my train of thought. But oh my god, I'm like trying to talk and like that's so funny. Why is it like that meme where it's like and then I sound? Oh my god. Anyway. That is so funny, but yeah, anyways. I totally like lost my train of thought. Like for I'll try to hold on to it too. I think basically I was just talking about like I'm just happy like where I'm at and I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But like not in like a I don't know what's the word like a stuck up way, like just like a grateful. Like I'm just super appreciative. Mm, and yeah, love that. Maybe should I mute it? Do you guys want me to mute it when it like gets really loud? Oh shit, I should probably plug in my Mac. Fuck yeah. We did it. Holy shit. It was at like 13%. Okay, we're back. Also, I've been like, this is gonna sound weird, maybe not, but like, I've been like romanticizing my life more. And I just mean like, really just like taking in like the beauty of like life and yeah. Is the audio good now though? All right, so we use that for music. I get my iPad. But yeah, I don't know. I just of all the places I lived, I really like the desert. I don't know why. I mean, I've thought about like moving to California, and it's just like super expensive right now, and I don't know if it's really like the place to really go to at the moment. So I've been kind of like on the fence, but I've thought about it a lot, and definitely growing up, I've always wanted to like move there and stuff. Just like seeing all the YouTubers like live there and stuff. I keep saying stuff, but yeah, I just always thought it would be so cool to like collaborate with like some of my favorite YouTubers. Yeah, New York City is super expensive, but I feel like that would be such a cool place to live at too. Oh, like the buildings. I'm such a fan of skyscrapers and just cityscapes. Bro, that always like scares me. But yeah, I love big cities. I think the closest big city I lived to was maybe like Boston, and lived in was Las Vegas. But yeah, I remember living in Massachusetts, which is probably the closest to New York, and that place is like super cold. And the last winter, not the last winter, but the winter before that, 2021 to 2022, it was like right after my 22nd birthday. This huge snowstorm came and like just hit Cape Cod like super hard where I was living at the time, and like knocked out the power for like over a day. Or yeah, it was just crazy. And like I don't think I could do the cold after that. Basically, I should do like a story time, honestly. Are you from AZ? I am. Well, yeah, I moved from. I lived in AZ before I lived in Massachusetts and South Carolina. Um, but yeah, I guess yeah, I would say I'm more from Arizona than other places. But I lived in Las Vegas first, um, and then I moved here after. But yeah, I've been in all four corners of the United States, and oh, I love it here. But I don't want to like. I'm not sure. I'm not shading the other places. I think every place is like beautiful in their own way. Like it doesn't really compare like each place because I think they all have their own distinct like look. Just like living like literally like Washington, like Las Vegas and Arizona, and then South Carolina and Massachusetts. It was like literally like going literally like even driving from Arizona to Massachusetts last year. Like I've seen it like all in person. So yeah, that is yeah. And that was because oh my god, because I was trying to fly back from like here after like my grandpa passed, basically like my mom and I were trying to get back home, and I didn't have my ID, but I was able to get to the airport and get through to flight originally because I had my birth certificate and stuff. and that was okay, I guess, to the Massachusetts regulations. But when you get to Arizona and try to come back, I guess it's not. So my mom and I literally drove from Arizona to Massachusetts. No, well, no, we took a Greyhound actually. Oh my god, we took a Greyhound from Arizona to like somewhere in Oklahoma, I think, and then we like Tulsa, I think, or yeah, somewhere in Oklahoma. Then my mom got a car, and then we took the car to Massachusetts. So that was that. And it was like fun, but it was just like so tiring at the same time, because that's like, yeah, I didn't really like stop anywhere like to sleep besides the like in the car. So that was wild. This is probably about 5 days, and I like recorded it, but like at the time my mom didn't really want me to like post it, so I didn't like post it to like respect her wishes. So yeah, but like she said I could like post it now. I remember at some point she said I could post it, but I don't know, maybe if I find like all the footage, maybe I'll post it, because that is such a wild trip. Yeah, yeah. I do like the warmer temps though, for sure. There's something about the warmer nights here that it's just not warm in the nights that anywhere else in the country like it is in the Southwest. Like it doesn't. I don't know if anyone else in the chat is in Arizona, but or just the Southwest in general. But yeah, I love it. It's just like the dry, like warm night. It's just there's something so refreshing about it, and like watering my plants, and like there's something about like that smell of just watered like super dry soil. I don't know, it's just like fuck. But yeah, you can also obviously tell I'm a plant dad. Yeah, I think the first fruit tree that I grew myself is a lime. You're so over Arizona. Yeah, that's the thing, like I can understand that. I don't know where else to go. But I don't know like where I would move to right now. I've been thinking about like where I could move to, because my lease is kind of like ending soon. But I don't know where I go. I would love to like move somewhere like my dream place to live at honestly would be like Big Sur, California. Like having a house there. Oh my god. Like but I would love to like just get myself more, I guess, like secured before I move to another state. But I'd be open to moving to another state. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like, how would I do that? '97. Wow. I was like, wow. It probably looks so different. Probably not that much different, but just not as like densely populated. That has to be like 25 years ago or 26. My mom told me when she was here growing up that Tucson was not as dense as it is now. Like it was a lot more like sand and like not as many like department stores, I guess. But it's just interesting. Like I remember like going to stores, even like as a kid here, that aren't there anymore. They've been replaced by other stores. And then yeah, it's just interesting how different. I guess I can imagine how much more different it was from that point. Sometimes I'll go on Google Earth. I'll look at like the if you get ooh fuck. It never ceases to surprise me. Um, it was literally right there though. I hadn't seen one like that. I think that was like super close. Okay. Dang, I totally always forget what I was gonna say. So bad. It literally sounds like gunshots, right? It's like huge fireworks, but they're super close. Like, I don't know if someone is literally just down the street, like lighting them, but some of them are really at a good distance and really pretty, but there's some of them are just like, boom, boom. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then like fucking car alarms go off and shit, and I'm just like, it's too fucking, dude, you're too close. Like, you're not in like a field. Anyway, I don't want to tell people like you're doing it wrong, but like, just I don't know. I feel like you're just a little bit too close if like the alarms start going off. Those poor dogs, dude. Oh my god, those people on a back door app, or like stop. I don't want to be. I'm not mocking them. Just I guess the app itself, but like. They're just like, stop, my fireworks, my dogs. And I just feel so bad for people that have dogs because I love dogs. So if I had a dog, I'd feel bad too. I'd be like, damn, my dog probably super scared. They probably think it's like something like an explosion. Like that's not good, right? Like they don't think like us humans are doing it for entertainment because we're crazy. We're American. I don't know what that voice was earlier. But yeah, I can't. Yeah, as I'm drinking like literally Bud Light. So like the thing is like there was like this whole deal. I don't usually drink Bud Light. That's the thing. But I was like, you know what? It's 4th of July. I don't mind doing something a little different than I would usually do. In spirit of different things. So you probably won't see me drink this very often. But yeah, lately I've had videos kind of like do a little bit better with being not as like restricted, and so I'm kind of like happy about that. And yeah, so I'm just like hoping for the best right now with like YouTube's restrictions and stuff. So I've been kind of like trying to be a little bit more like slide to the robots and try not to like get in trouble as much. Because yeah, I would like to see my channel grow a little bit. Because yeah, it really does suck being like shadow banned, and I've noticed this on my Instagram and other social media platforms, and it's like a little disheartening to see that when you're like trying your best. And yeah, so I'm trying to find more of a balance now, more that I'm getting into it again. So it's still fun, but there are times that I'm like, wow, like there is like certain restrictions I can't like really do much about besides like I guess censoring myself. So I've been trying to censor myself more. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't bug people too much. But I think people will understand a little bit more. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try doing like different content too besides like the sessions and chills. But I'll definitely still do the sessions and chills for sure for the people that like them. I don't know, cause like here's the thing, like sometimes I'll do like sometimes when I do like a tutorial, I don't know, like hold on. When I'll do like I don't know, like my more of like my personal like if people don't like the video, I guess like I feel like sometimes people report it or something, and then it gets like restricted after like a review, and then people won't really like see it in their recommended or won't really show up for people as much. And yeah, and it's when and yeah, they didn't really like it happens when they restrict you without notifying you basically. That's what like a shadow ban is. You've seen a lot of 420 channels do well. I wonder how they get away with it. I don't know if I read this before, but yeah, like it's interesting to see like certain people do. So I'm trying to do it like a little differently now, trying to like see if like, yeah, so I'm trying to like find a good balance between like showing what I want to show you guys and doing what I want to do. And yeah. Would you ever make a podcast? I would definitely make a podcast. I just don't know like what I would name it. Yeah, I would definitely do a podcast of some sort. Definitely. Because I do like doing the lives. I feel like the lives are kind of a podcast in a way. In an interesting way. I would definitely do some kind of podcast. I would love to have people like on my podcast. And we talk about certain topics and we get into things. Yeah, that would totally be like, yeah, definitely. That would be so fun. I've definitely, I don't really have like that many friends at the moment. I don't know who I would like reach out to and be like, hey, let's do a podcast. Um, I would definitely do. Should I just do like a podcast myself? I would totally do a podcast just me. I've seen some people do um like cannabis friendly channels do podcasts themselves, and I've seen them do pretty well for like, yeah. And I will, oh my god, I'd love to do like collaborations one day. I think that's so funny. But also just besides doing a collab like for a, doing a video, like I would love to just like get to know them like in person, hang out with them with besides the camera. Like there's yeah, YouTube's definitely like a give and take for me. Have you talking about all sorts of things. Oh my god, that would be, oh my god. You know what? Like, message me on my like, I don't know. I don't think there's a DM feature on YouTube, but there might be on the Instagram. If you DM me on my Instagram, oh my god, that'd be so funny. We could do it like COVID style. That's so funny. But yeah, I've always thought about like doing something like that, and I definitely will like talk about more of like the topics I talked about in this live more, give them like their own video and stuff. This is probably like super unrelated, or not really, because we talked about more like spooky paranormal things before, but just like I'll totally do a video like on my own like experiences and stuff. Hello, Dami. How's it going? I hope you're having a good night. Message you on the G. I found you on the slide. Thank you. You seem awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yes. That's good. But yeah. I love this song. I think I'm gonna change it. I pretty much like slept all today, pretty much, because like I stayed up late last night, and then I was like, well, I have to sleep like 8 hours or so, right? But it works out. I'm pretty much a night owl. I love like I feel like I'm so much more productive at night, so I don't really mind like doing more of my social media at night. Plus, I have a friend that makes her own edibles. She would be interesting to talk to as well. That'd be super funny. I love that. I haven't. When was the last time I did edibles, dude? Oh my god! So I went to the dispensary this one time, and I think I was trying to pick something up. I remember asking about like the reward thing, and it wasn't really like working. Like for some reason, like I had my phone number on there, but it wasn't like adding the points or something. So she gave me a free like gram of wax. Um, and I was like, oh, thank you. And that was the last time I had edibles, technically. It was like this little dabo. I don't know if you know what it is, but it's like this. They call it like Rick Simpson's oil, RSO. It's like this like waxy substance that comes out of like this little tube. But yeah, that was so nice of her. I don't think I've ever had anyone ever give me something for free like that. Like at a dispensary. I guess besides like when it was around my birthday, I had like a free gram or something. But yeah, it's not gunshots. I think everyone knows it's not gunshots. It's just fireworks. But yeah, that was the last time I had edibles. This is so funny. I don't know if this is like, I mean, yeah, it's probably okay to say. Like my mom would make like these edibles, and she would give me some, and they were like really freaking strong. And I remember like there were points where I was like so high, like I just got like way too high sometimes, and I had to just like watch a TV show and like write it out. But I haven't had experiences like that in a really long time. I think that's just because like I built up my tolerance, and like I feel like your body and like certain climates also has like something to do with like how certain things affect you. Like I feel like that colder climate definitely makes it like way like I don't know, it does something to my body when I smoke there sometimes. Like early on, I think my body had trouble adjusting to that climate smoking. But I think here I haven't had any experiences like that. I can't recall, but yeah, I should totally do a video on my high experiences or getting too high. I'll call it definitely like. But yeah. I'm just excited to see where this channel goes, and really happy to see people like here supporting it. That means the world to me. For real. Not to sound like a broken record. The July. Hmm. I keep forgetting like I'm supposed to be not using that one. I'm using it for music. That's so funny. So apparently, I'll talk about like some current events. Like Twitter has like this new limit on tweeting, and I think apparently it's like dead now or like dying. And I just think that's so interesting. Like I remember talking to someone the other day, and they were literally like, I'm reducing my amount I'm on Twitter so I can post like things that I want to post onto Twitter. And I think that's just wild. Like that's just so dystopian. Like I don't know, like just I don't know. I just think that's so weird. Like a limit on how much you can see. I don't think that's ever been done before, right? I mean, I guess that has been done before, but not to like the extent of like a major social platform that a huge amount of like the earth uses. So I think that's what I guess I'm getting at. Like I think it's been done with like, like places that are like stock images or like places where you can only see like a certain amount of things usually, but like I don't think it's ever been like a huge social platform where you can only see a certain amount of like posts a day. Yeah. Do people still talk on it? Well, like I've been trying to use literally like as this all was happening, I was just literally trying to get back into like Twitter again, and then like right as it happened, it was like, oh, like you can only like see a certain amount of tweets a day. So I was like, dang. I guess like not really right when it happened. It was like right after, but I'm not too sure. I mean, like I'll go on there I go on there sometimes, but I think some people are still talking on it, are still using it, but I don't know. You never know. Maybe they might like revert something. And there's like this new app that like Jack Dorsey made, I guess the previous owner of Twitter, and it's called like I can't even remember right now. I have it on my phone, but it's like mono something. But I seen people like talking on that one, and I just discovered that one the other day. And like, oh my gosh, it's just various like social things that are like kind of happening, like Netflix and like not being able to sign in and like Reddit and them not giving, I guess, access to people that have like those apps where like the third party apps that you use to access like social networks, they're like basically hiring the premium to use the service to like an unaffordable amount, so they're like revolting, and I'm not too sure like what the outcome was on that. But that one's really interesting too, just like all these different like social media things happening like right in the summer. Like it's such an interesting time for it to happen. I guess I don't know, maybe it's kind of like about time. I mean, it kind of makes sense as like I was kind of thinking like there's like younger people joining the workforce more and more, and like more tech savvy people that are being able to like these companies are like more taking advantage of like utilizing like the services that we all use and to their own advantage basically. So they're trying to like basically raise profits by like not allowing any more than like the main user for Netflix, which makes sense. Like they're just like enforcing what they've already like had. But it's still just like kind of wild because like I think they like went back on it at some point, so it just feels kind of weird like talking about it because I think like yeah, I thought some people were like no, we don't want that, and they were like okay, but I think it's been like a couple months since that happened. I just think it's also wild that this happened right after I watched Black Mirror. I was like whoa, whoa. And the whole like Vision Pro thing by Apple. Oh my god, have you guys like everyone's probably seen the Vision Pro thing by now. But that basically is like probably the first step away, not the probably the first step, but like away from like the iPhone, I think. Like doesn't it do basically the same thing that you can do on an iPhone? Do you hear that sound like lasers? But yeah, I just think that's wild. Like they're already at a point where they're like, we're just gonna like put that screen on your face. Which I guess there's like the Oculus and other VR headsets, but for it to come from like Apple and be like a hybrid of a sort where you can still see around you sometimes, like I wonder what that's gonna be like. Cause there's like this avatar thing basically where you basically scan your whole face, which I guess they already are doing with the Face ID. But what they do now is they can, since you're having the headset on for like the video calls, instead of it showing with the headset on and you're looking like a robot, they like create an with like artificial intelligence this avatar that looks just like you for people to see that you're on like a FaceTime call with. And I just think that's like the most like trippiest, like I don't know, just like wild thing. Like that's like the first step, honestly, to like us having like digital clones of ourselves that look just like us. Like if you have like an avatar of you that other people can see on the FaceTime call, would you be able to like view that outside of the call? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I think that's so almost like creepy if you were like like I don't know what the fruition is like of it like in real life. I guess no one really does yet until next year, but like $33,499 is like, oh my god, that's like a lot. That's like 3 iPhones. Literally, if someone's willing to spend like 3 iPhones in 1 year, pretty much. I mean, maybe 4 if they're getting like the new one too, but wow, it's just like a lot. I guess it's like the first model too. Makes sense in a way, but dang, that's like so expensive. It doesn't make sense. Hold on, it's like not really colorful anymore. I want it to be like deeper color. I love the deep color. You guys like my shirt? It says, "Does a bear sit in the woods?" Featuring laser sounds. um, I love this shirt. It's really comfortable, actually. Yeah, I like this lighting more. It's so funny. I'm all like trying to get like more my setup more like in tune with how I feel. I don't know. I like it. All right. Cheers, guys. That was a good one. Oh my god. I feel like I say "oh my god" after each of it. Blue dabba dee dabba die. More like the Blue Man Group. Literally. Oh my god, not the Blue Man Group. One of these videos, I'm definitely gonna do like a watching like scary TikToks or like haunted, like paranormal, supernatural, just like those kind of. I love those. I did this on Twitch, but like something happened where like I lost the video last time I streamed there. But I'm just gonna try streaming on YouTube instead, and yeah, maybe we'll try Twitch again. But like I was like, dang, I lost like that whole stream. But definitely want to do like the face and corner thing, and then spooky video, and then me like, you know. But yeah, we have a whopping 3 viewers, so that's so awesome. Actually, I'm gonna take a hit for that. But yeah, I know like the whole me. I know the more I go live, and I know like people will start finding me more, and yeah, they'll find my content over here. They'll know I'm like, hey, I'm I'm over here. But yeah, I was trying to switch it to like my YouTube channel, and then it said you had to like sign out and sign back in with your YouTube channel, but I just couldn't figure out how to sign out, so it's all good. I'm gonna figure it out over here though on YouTube. So cheers, guys. I love it. Yeah, I started seeing like just little things start to take off more, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. And yeah, I'm just having fun with it now. I think that's like almost like not the whole point, but it's like really good. It's important to have fun with something. But yeah, just like take it every time I say, but yeah. Not encouraging YouTube. That's so funny. But yeah, definitely. I know someone before was talking about podcasting. I'll definitely start doing some kind of like podcast of some sort. But I'll keep you posted on that. But definitely it'll probably be more of like a solo thing at first, and then work people into like more of like the podcast more, and like maybe switch out different like co-hosts and just have like talk about different topics and ideas. And yeah, do you ever go to bars or anything? I mean, not really. I don't know. I don't really like put myself out there like that, like in a public space. Like, yeah. But yeah, it's all good. Of course, yeah. I'll definitely like figure out like a whole like plan for something. But I love that. If that's something that you'd be interested in seeing, definitely I'll look into it more, because I was kind of like thinking about something like that, because I was like looking at like the studio section of like YouTube where it says like podcast, and I didn't see anything there, and I was like, huh, there's like a whole section like dedicated to like reviewing your podcast and seeing how good it's doing. So I was like, yeah, I'd totally be down to doing something like that if I can like. I would just, yeah, that's totally something like I can imagine me doing. So yeah, I definitely talk about like little niche topics that I find interesting, and current events and things happening. So yeah, definitely. I'm actually gonna turn on a fan. Okay, cool. There's definitely like I don't really like it when it like sits the smoke, but my fan's super loud. I'll turn it off in a second. All right, but yeah, definitely in the future, gonna be posting more like videos and branching out more for sure. I am like including more of like my little like music and this little like snippets of songs like I'm working on, and I love doing that. I feel like it's like a cool way to do like a almost like an audio visual experience when you're like, I don't know, interacting. So I just think that's really cool. I think I'll keep doing that because that's really fun. I love like having that combination of the two. I feel like it's a really fun way to like express myself. Wow. Kid over here. Excuse me. But yeah. Oh, you ever sing or DJ? I haven't really like sung on my like. Oh my eyes. I haven't really like sung as much on my music as much as I'm mainly just produce. Um, I guess I could DJ one day. That would be cool. I don't know. I've never done that, but I mean I'd be open to doing that. I just feel like I'm more of a producer than I am like a singer or DJ. But I wouldn't mind like experimenting more and like singing more on my pieces and DJing at places. Yeah, usually I just like make music at my house. I'll get like really inspired sometimes and just start making music, and it'll kind of just come out of nowhere. Like it's almost like it's music like in my head, I guess. That kind of plays, and it can kind of be like a melody that's really inspiring me, or like drums. It can almost just be like a combination of like sounds. But it's like I've always just had like this like inspirational like creativity, I guess, like in my head. Like if I'm thinking about something, it'll have like this almost like backup sound. um, but yeah, it's really. What type of genre would you say you do? I'd say it's like electronic, like on the more experimental side. But yeah, mainly electronic, definitely. Yeah, it's more like experimental, like future bass vibes. Just the word vibes. Oh my god. I don't want to describe it as vibes, but yeah, it's just. I feel like it's like a multitude of genres because it's really like just sounds that like I really connect with, and yeah, it's really experimental. I'm really excited to eventually like show it like later this year, and yeah, definitely want to get it like more officialized and stuff. And it's just something so like, ugh, I just love that. It's something that I've been working on for I guess a couple years. Not like the most recent songs, but I guess just over time. It's something I've always gone back to. Kind of like Lone or Lauren. Oh, I love Lauren. Lauren is so good. Yeah, I love. I'll just say like the artist I love. It's like I love Flume and Arca, like Toro Imoy. I love Flying Lotus. So I guess like I'm really inspired like by artists like that. So a lot of like underground experimental artists. I love like anything really like new and like different, and yeah, really avant-garde is really what I gravitate to. So I kind of almost like that. I guess you kind of like re-emulate that in what you like, but it's yeah, I just love making something new and making it like I don't know, like sound good. Acid Rain's really good. I really like that song. I found that song when I was like 16. There was like a lot of like artists I found around that time in high school. I was probably a sophomore. Yeah, I think like a sophomore going into junior when I found Lauren. Yeah, that was probably the time. I mean, I'm still really into these artists, but that was like when Flume's second album came out, and I really loved like Arca, and there's another artist called Clark. Like his username is Throttle Clark on YouTube. Do you know Crystal Castles? I do know Crystal Castles. I think I found a song called Kept like a really long time ago, and they do have a lot of other songs that are really cool too. There's other songs. Oh, Felicita. I love Felicita. Oh, she's so cool. Um, oh, I miss Sophie. And I'm trying to think of other artists I've really connected with that really aren't that well known. There's another girl called. I can't remember. It'll come to me. But yeah, there's a lot of like different, just kind of out there artists that I really connect with. I mean, there's some like more popular artists I um, like I like Nicki Minaj to start with, and damn that sound. But like Nicki Minaj, literally. But, but yeah, there's like more popular artists like Doja Cat and Lady Gaga. I'm trying to think of the more popular ones that I really like. I can't remember too much. But yeah, there's a few like pop artists that I connect with. But there's usually like mostly like I don't know. I'll like play a song and someone's like, "What is this?" I've never heard it, but it's all good. I love showing someone new like songs. Oh, there's another girl, Shy Girl. She's also on YouTube. She's really cool. Outside. But yeah, love Shy Girl. If you guys know Shy Girl, uh, yes, her music is so good. She's also really inspired me. And yeah, so I think I've named like pretty much all the artists I love. But yeah, Shy Girl is one of the newer ones that I found. Like maybe 2 years ago, I found her right when she came out, and I loved her music like ever since. Do you know Seb Delizia? No, but I think is that like an electronic artist? Maybe I think I've heard of them before. I don't think I've gotten like into their music. They sound like little lasers, like someone's having laser tag or something. Okay, yeah, I think I may have heard of them before, but I don't think I've like I can't remember like the song name, but I think I remember coming across them at some point or another. You can tell like I'm becoming more like inebriated and more the quieter I get. Oh my gosh. It's all good. I'm already really like soft spoken as is. I can't remember like, oh, do you guys know FKA Twigs? I love her. And she's so cool. It's just smiling and then the straight face for me. Dude, because I'm just like chilling. I don't know. Sometimes I'll like think about something and like you can just totally tell like what I'm thinking about. I can't hide my emotions. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, dude. Was it called Chandelier? No. No, I can't remember. I probably got it. No, Cellophane. I'm so done. That song's really good. I love that one. I like the middle eight where she's like all backwards and like the fucking like middle part comes out and she's all like through the thing and I was like, oh my god. I don't know. I just love artistic stuff like that. I know some people don't really like super like artistic stuff, but I love like when people take a really artistic spin on something. I think that's really cool. It's interesting. I remember like what happened. Like there was like this one music video by Lady Gaga, and I can't remember. Oh yeah, I think it was. I think I remember when 911 came out, and some people were like, "I don't like it because it's like, it's too avant-garde, or I don't know, like they just didn't like it because it wasn't like a basic pop song music video." Um, basically, and I remember like telling people like I like it, and I think some people like didn't like me, or like that person didn't like me after that. After I said I did like the music video, but I just I love like visual representations of art like that. It's so interesting. Like when it plays with your mind like that, it makes you think. It's so cool. I just think that's so interesting. I have to agree with you, Kevin. I remember she was like, I'm like thinking about the music video right now. There will be moments I'm just chilling here, like not smiling because I'm thinking. But she'll literally be like, I remember the music that she had like the red thing on because I remember the visual and she had like the hand there. It was like the Egyptian style. Oh, it was so cool. I love that. Love that. She just does exactly like what she wants to like put out there. I think there's something to like really appreciate that there. That's so funny. Obviously, you can tell I am a gay. Not to stereotype gays, but me too. That's how Sev de Liza stuff is. I have to look her up or him or them because I've heard of them before. I just hadn't. It's just one of those people that you've heard of, but you hadn't like really seen their discography. So I gotta check them out. So thank you for telling me about them. I love finding new people to like listen to. I feel like sometimes it's kind of hard to find like new things unless you're like really like trying to find something like really new that is something that really fits for you. I guess unless you have like a paid app like Tidal or Spotify or something. But I don't really have that. I just have like YouTube, like normal. But yeah, that's cool. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That'd be super cool. I love just anything electronic. I mean I won't go as far as saying that because there has been times where like I've met people that like also like electronic, but it's like really like more. I don't know how to describe it, but it's more of like a drum loop, and it's more like consistent and like has more repetition, and that's cool. It's just not something I would listen to on a regular basis, but yeah, I think I like just like really like, I guess saying that I really like offbeat, like super like experimental, like just like really like futuristic sounding music. Just like anything really like new sounding. I love like, yeah. But yeah, I guess I got like techno. Yeah. I don't really listen to really like techno. I listen to just a little really like, I don't know how to describe it. I guess I did though. But I think I am going to take a hit before I do close this one out though. Okay. Guess there's still some. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Yeah, thank you, Kevin, for being here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy 4th of July. All right. Bye, guys.